Okay, we're back. Basically at the same spot. So we're going to give old Yoda head here to the bookworm, and
Hello,
hopefully it won't
bookworm?
crash.
I have something you might be interested in.
Winkety wink.
Well, what is it
If you know what I
this
mean.
time?
I
I've
found
got
this little
10
fellow
bucks.
lost on another island.
Coming home, I am.
Why don't you just punch the bookworm in the face?
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Creepy.
Glad I am seeing you too. Solemn celebration.
Solemn celebration. It's an oxymoron. Get it? Also, we got Yoda and Chewie.
So, you found my dangling participle.
And this is, you know, Jabba the Hutt
Suppose
worm.
I'll have to give you something.
And,
Oh, let's see now.
You found my
Was
dangling
it a
participle,
rare
now I'll
book
have to
you
give
wanted?
you something.
Yes, sir.
Well, then none
And
of these.
this is
will
clearly
do.
Mon Mothma
They've
here.
been sitting in the sun far too
Mothma.
long
Didn't
and
say
must be
her name.
well cooked by now. This one is far rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Tidbit.
Thanks.
That was about my reaction to it too, Alexander. Anyway, so we have a rare book.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something.
Harry Potter and the Book of what?
And the infinite sadness.
Alexander opens the rare book. and
Alright,
looks
are you ready for
inside.
the rare book? Here it goes. This is rare, remember.
The book contains riddles and has
Oh,
a page missing.
It has riddles.
Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders?
Other ones
More
were
importantly, what was the answer?
The answer was love! We already saw!
The answer is always love.
Alright. More importantly, what was the answer? Like, if you don't even know what the riddle is, then who cares what the answer is?
42!
Narrator, what are you trying to pull on us?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Alright, so let's go give the book to the book guy. Just like King's Quest
Alexander-
V, when you give what the store owner sells to the store is the correct solution.
Doesn't make any sense.
Let's give shoes to the shoemaker and a toy to the toy guy. Let's give a book to the book dude.
Let's sell watches to the Swiss.
Let's give a pawn to the pawn shop. Wait, what?
What?
Oh,
Hello. I will be right up.
hold on. There's clown music happening.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm not going to talk to you. I want to talk to a clown. By the way, this clown, in a game of ridiculous voices, this clown has the most ridiculous voice.
Here it comes.
Especially since he has a lot of dialogue that's supposed to be semi-serious. So he's like giving a lot of exposition and so on. He's not like trying to be funny, he's just a guy, but this is his voice.
Good day, sir. Is there anything
Well,
you can
that's not
tell
his
me
voice.
about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation.
What?
I'm too worried about the princess.
Oh, it's Edwin.
Edwin, what are you doing in this game? Weren't you dead for 20 years by the time this game came out?
20, 30, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's too worried about the princess. I'm too worried about the princess. I just laugh like this for 10 minutes. but I won't.
we realized.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man
Alexander
his insignia
punches
ring
him
and
with his
formally
ring on.
introduces himself.
Why did you so
I'm
wearing a
sorry
class
to
ring?
insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander.
But I'm already
I've
married.
already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry?
It's got the squarest castles in the land.
Shut up.
Flip mice. You must be Prince
Did
Alexander.
you say fluttering flip
Cassima
mice?
told me about you when she arrived home.
I
came
believe
you
he
here?
did.
Cassima said
by
that you were a
ship now wrecked
creepo.
upon the sand. But You know Casima? She truly spoke of me?
Cosima.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
there's a
saw
lot
her
of swears
briefly
in
when
that
she first
sentence,
returned
too.
home. She mentioned a prince to
He's
me.
40.
Prince Alexander of Daventry.
She
I'm
didn't
afraid that was
mention the
before she
king
was
who
told of
saved
Lord
her,
Henry's
though.
death.
Just the prince who kissed her hand.
You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak.
But really,
I'm
it
afraid
was
she
gas.
flamed herself.
What a
It's
terrible
emphysema.
If we had only known.
Emphysema.
Oh, I get it.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days.
Everyone is despairing.
You're making it
Where is
worse.
she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
Wait, does he whiz there or does he whiz here?
Safe to say who you are and how you know the princess.
Well, I'm Dr. Goofy. Give the
Oh,
exposition.
pardon me. My name is Charlo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage
Wait,
of
no,
the
you're a
Prince
clown. No.
King Caliphate and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life.
And then I came along and killed all of that.
And Casima's birth.
Well, I murdered
It would be
12 of
hard
their
to explain
guests.
how long they had waited. How they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing.
And she looks kind of like me.
Kind
Wink.
and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander,
you're a
and to me.
I am.
I'm so terribly worried about her.
Oh, I'm the most worried clown
About
in the
her grief
world.
over her
Well, the truth is,
I'm not laughing
I
on
do
the
not trust
inside.
the Wazir or his plans for Casima. I'm still living at the castle
think you
of the
like your
Crown
voice
as
more than
court
anyone
clown.
else does.
Hey!
His clown. But it is more
I
to
like
keep my
his
ear to the
voice.
ground than out of loyalty.
Sure.
I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days.
Oh, I was in
Only I
love
could
with the
find
princess
Sing
once.
Sing, Casima's
And then I
pet
took an arrow to the
nightingale.
knee.
I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is,
Wink.
I must wait for the end of her seclusion.
Wait for the end of time.
What can you tell me about the Wazir?
The Wazir? Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul Al-Hazred.
The
What
third.
can you tell me about the Wazir that I don't already know?
The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding ideas.
His fine cutlery.
It didn't take long for Al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government.
He had a
You
snake
see,
staff and helped.
Calvin had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with. Al-Hazred became Wazir.
Was there? Was
Well,
there?
he's had his eye
Thanks,
on
Milhouse.
Casima ever since she was a young girl. And she is the only thing between him and the throne.
Well, that and the
Do you
door.
think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever his plans for the princess, he will use her to his best advantage. That's his way.
His way is to use
Perhaps he has
things.
charmed her. Perhaps she cares for him now.
Oh, jealous
The
old
Wazir
Alexander.
is capable of anything. And
He
Casima
certainly
must be
charmed me.
lonely right now. Still,
Absolutely,
she
Boss
has
Louie.
always instinctively distrusted him. Casima has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love. Now I must return to the castle. Look, I don't want to arouse suspicion. I'll try to meet you here again later.
Please don't ever use the word arouse again.
Thank
my
you for the
gosh.
information, Jallo. Be very careful.
Thanks for the goofiest exposition in the land. Pointy shoes. Well, that was the silliest way to give exposition ever. Now time to give a book of riddles to some dude.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
It had one ripped out, but the answer is love.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days.
Science fiction is very popular.
I guess people believe more in mirth than
Yeah.
in magic.
90% of it is crap, though.
Merman.
Here is the spell book you wanted. And a fair trade it is, I must say.
Wink.
Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Oh, something I was going to do during the break and I totally forgot was to look up the copy protection. for the Cliffs of Logic. So we're going to see how well I do without remembering it.
Probably terribly.
Probably so, but there's one thing I need first.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Good day, comite.
The point-
Namaste.
Namaste, Prince Alexander. Where's the... Oh, it's the flute. That's right. Gotta trade this out.
Would you mind?
Yeah, blah, blah. Pick a thing.
Alexander.
Whatever. Okay. Tinderbox.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
And make some voodoo, man.
Thank you.
Make sure to fill it back up with Tinder. Make sure to swipe right. Alright, so, Goofy Old Jollo gave a clue that if you could give a message to old Sing Sing Sweet Nightingale, then she'd take it to the princess. So let's learn what the princess really thinks of our good friend Alexander. What's your theory?
I think she likes him.
That's possible. Actually, hold on. I can't do this yet. There's one thing I need first. I can do it, but I don't want to do it yet because you're supposed to give the Nightingale several things, and I don't have them all yet. So we will find
Alexander.
the answer to that puzzle in a minute. But first, I think it's time for the
Alexander.
Sacred Mountain.
Sacred mountain, sacred mountain, sacred mountain.
All right, are you ready for the logic of these
The
cliffs?
steps can.
I guess
They're the
I
cliffs.
have to be.
Also, the Looney Tunes music going on here. We already had enough goofy voices in this. No games are more fun than the games where you just click on where he steps like 30 times in a row.
Better than trying to jump in Ultima. Am I right?
Oh, zing!
Am I?
No.
Oh, okay.
Alexander examines.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, a master of languages will...
Language eyes.
This is why I need the copyright protection. Oh, and it won't even let you save. What if I can just click off of that? Okay, I can. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to look this up. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back to the game. The answer...
Alexander
Yeah, shut up. The answer to this is the master of languages will soar. S-O-A-R. S is weird sideways guy. O is frowny face McGee. A is clearly Nine Men's Morris.
What?
You heard me. That's a game we should play in the future, is Robin Hood. And R is the sideways bird.
The stone
moon.
beneath Alexander's feet trembles.
I remember the answer to the riddle, I just didn't memorize the ancient alphabet of the sacred mountain. What's in the sacred mountain alphabet? Sure is spelled with an I.
Ah!
So on this next one coming up, it's going to be 4 circles. Yeah. And there's a goofy little rhyme that goes with it that I don't have pulled up right now, and I'm not going to take the time to pull up. But it's something like, 4 men are standing in a row, third from left, and down you go. The rest in order, move you on. The last, the first, and the second son, I think. I think that's actually it. Do I have that memorized from 1993?
It sounds like it.
But here's the thing. When I remember the very first time I played this game when I was like 10 or 11. I was like,
Alexander.
I read the first 2 lines and I'm like, oh, 4 men stand in a row. Third from left and down you go. Oh, okay, well, I'll click on the third from left then. This sounds like it won't do anything.
Alexander gets the feeling that was the wrong button.
Oops. And then suddenly...
Oops!
I like the wave. That's nice. Also, when he dies, he sounds like he farts on the ground.
Tickets. Oh,
Wouldn't you?
next.
What a riddle. Stones of stealth. Find a guide to keep your health.
Look in the manual, you stupid sot. That's the way.
To
If-
commence,
Wait, no,
continue
no.
the plot. Sorry.
If you pirated this game, you just got caught. Ha! That was a very nice noise.
Alexander
Okay, so it's the last, the first, and the second son. So the last, the first, and the second.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Also, these look really skinny, but you can't like see on the z-axis how far these things are sticking out. Because they could be sticking out like, 5, 6, 7 feet. This is actually pretty easy for them.
The steps
Yeah, I know.
Bum, bum. That music.
Do,
makes me
do,
go
do, do, bum, bum,
boom,
bum.
boom, boom.
So they really made this copyright protection fairly annoying. Okay, we're going to get next to the Sacred Four. And I forget what those are, so this is your moment to shine, chat. Look them up, and hopefully by the time I get lag to the top, like the lag on the chat, then it will be posted. Here it comes.
Alexander examines the strange
I'll
etchings
even let
on
the
face
narrator
of the
speak.
cliff.
I know one of them is Azure.
Azure.
Azure. I like saying Azure. It's more fun. Which is... Looking it up. Each of the symbols represent a letter, a abstract noun, things like hate, joy, fear, faith, grief, so on. Also an animal, like a crab or a dolphin or a rabbit or a caterpillar. A color, black, violet, turquoise, so on. And then
Black is not a color. Just saying.
and then an element, like earth or onyx or opals or air or water or rain.
Pizza.
So we've got, so it's tranquility, which is the state of being tranquility.
Tranquil.
Is D, which is the square castle.
Yay!
It's a symbol. It's a symbol. It's right there.
Ah.
Caterpillar is the animal, the sacred caterpillar of Mukadu, which is like squiggly mountain line. We've got Azure, the color, or Azure, which is frowny face O again. And then Air, which is looking at the thing, G, which is actually N.
The stone beneath Alexander's
So there we
feet
go.
trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Now I have remembered them all. So tell me something. If this is just solving questions based on copy protection, why do they call it the Cliffs of Logic? None of these have been logic puzzles.
It's because Sierra.
Logic puzzles is like, a man and a woman are 25 years apart. If the man ages 10 years, at what point will the man be twice the woman's age or
What
something?
point will the man be arrested for asking the woman on a date?
And
Oh, wait, that's-
four
this-
people are in a
this-
line. One of them has blue hair. The third person is a dude, and the fifth person is jealous of the
Alexander
first
Zet-
person's eyeballs. I don't know. All silent cry the noble boulders. That just you spell out ascend.
Cry the beloved country.
The stone beneath
That's a good book.
Alexander's feet trembles as
Decent.
more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Logic surely wins the day.
Well, what else would have done it? Randomly looking up things in a manual. Oh, it is to laugh.
Ah, ta 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 ta. Whoop! He had a moment. He's having a moment.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Hey, don't click yet. Was that Alexander just breaking the fourth wall on me?
I think so.
That opens up whole weird areas. He's breaking the fourth wall on us. Like, What is this cursor?